Hey guys, this is Bob from the Wealth Trinity, and I'm excited because it's actually April 5th now, and I've had my April goals written out, but I haven't gotten to the video, and I apologize. That's something I will get better at. Next month, I'll have it more on time. I was actually going to do it last night on the good camera and forgot that I had a webinar that I was attending about some affiliate marketing program I'm taking. And, to be live in that, it was just more important to me. So I apologize again. I'm going to get right into it. My April goals, how I do that is I split it up per the Wealth Trinity. So I will have fitness goals, financial goals, and then mission goals. So first I'm going to start with the financial goals. For April, I'm going to put up 20 separate YouTube videos. Yes, this one counts. I'm going to work on a free giveaway to give to people so they can read. If they visit my website, they can opt in, and I don't know what it's going to be yet. Maybe like a 20-page ebook on personal development. Who knows? I haven't figured it out yet. That's why it's a goal. I want to make my website something that I'm proud of. And guys, here's my list, and I keep this notebook wherever I go to stay focused. I want to make $500 minimum on eBay. That's my short game goals. So I really want to amp that up. I actually have plans to visit a thrift store tonight if time permits. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow, and get a whole bunch of stock there. I'm currently reading The Thank You Economy by Gary Vaynerchuk. He's awesome. So I want to finish that book, and then I'll probably finish that pretty early, and then I'll start something new. Not sure yet what. I want to continue growing my social media. I want to get my Instagram fans up past 1,000, and I want them to be organic. I'm not just like going and liking people. I want it to be people who are interested in the same thing, personal development. And I'm going to post in my affiliate marketing mastery group 5 times a week, because those are the people I really want to surround myself with, and I haven't been as active as I'd like to be. And I feel that if I want to impress the right peers, then I'm going to do the right kind of work, if that makes sense. Like, for example, for years, I love wildlife, and looking for wildlife has always been, my passion, my addiction, really. And I have all these Facebook friends, and they all post pictures of reptiles and mammals and birds. And, I did the same thing, and that's all I wanted to do. And I have a feeling that somewhere along the way, it became about impressing them, or not even so much impressing them, but just being relevant, I guess. Well, now I'm going to change that. I realize that's the way I work, and I want to be relevant to the peers that are going to make a difference in my life financially. So I'm definitely going to be more active in the affiliate marketing mastery group, and that's going to be 5 times a week. Okay, moving on to my fitness goals. I'm going to lift 12 times this month. I do it 3 times a week. And the way that the calendar worked out, that was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 times in a row, no extra days. My triathlon training is going well. I had a little setback in March thanks to a pulled neck tendon and a sickness that really knocked me out pretty bad. I'm still coughing from it. But anyway, I do triathlon training 6 times a week, and that actually worked out to 24. And I'm going to do 22 of a minimum 24, because I'm going to be real, it's a lot of working out, and 9 workouts a week is very tough. So I can definitely get the weightlifting in, because they're easy to make up if I have something that gets in the way. They're simple. But with triathlon training, and I'm doing 6 times a week, I'm not going to cry over missing 2. So 22 or 24 is my minimum. This is something that I kind of fell off last month, and really I fell off because I knew I wasn't putting the right effort forth. I want to weigh myself 5 times a week, and then average it out, and then watch the weight averages drop down. like I said, I didn't do it as much last month. I started good, but then I kind of fell off my diet a little bit, and that's just not happening this month, because even though I fell off my diet a little bit, I still lost some weight, and I know that I have the plan in place. I just need to exercise the discipline. To do that, I'm going to eat less than 2,000 calories a day for 25 of my 30 days. You know what? And I should show you this. Let me find it. Oh, it's right here. Good. I'm going to have 4 refeed days because they are important, and I'm going to have 1 day where I indulge. And that doesn't mean like 10,000 calories, but that means like, I'm not going to worry about it. If I go out to eat once, I'm going to get what I want, and I'm not going to worry about making sure I have enough calories left at the end of the day. If I go 3,000, 3,500 calories, so be it. So anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. I don't know. So I have like this whole checklist here. So if you see, I have a 2,000 there. It might be backwards. I'm writing, and I write it all the way across the month. So that's how I'm going to keep track. And I have some other things, obviously, on there to keep me focused every single day. It's like a checklist on top of the goals list that I write. So that's how I'll know where I'm at for next month when I deliver the results. I want to figure out running a 5K with my daughter, Lily. She's going to be 10 actually in a few days, and she does this Girls on the Run thing, and they run a 5K, and I'm going to try and do that with her. And then Julie has actually been expressing some interest in a color run, and last year I was kind of like, I don't want to do a 5K. I was training for a marathon. I like running by myself, and this year I'm going to try not to be so grumpy and do something with the community and see if she wants to run the 5K. So it's not like I need to run both, but I'm going to have the option available to them and tell them that I'm willing to do it. And then on top of my workouts, I want to start a separate pull-up program, and I want to build up my pull-ups because I want to do muscle-ups eventually, and it's easy to just throw a pull-up program in. I can. This is my office. I have a door jam over there. I can just put in one of those, those pull-up bar things, and do it on lunch break. All right. As far as my mission goals, I'm going to Costa Rica. That's all booked, and I want to continue with my 10 minutes of Spanish every day, and I want to do it better this month because I didn't do it 10 minutes every day. And if I miss a day, that's fine, but I got to make up a lesson, maybe do 20 minutes that next day. But I want it to be consistent so that I have Spanish in my face and I'm practicing every single day so that I retain it better. Got to figure out my passports for the kids. So I'm going to talk to their mother and plan that out and hopefully get them applied for this month. That's a goal that if I don't make, I don't make. May is actually June is probably the latest, but I'll get there. I want to find a charity to donate to. I want to reassess my conservation goals and find somebody I want to stick with. I've donated to the Pinelands Preservation. They protect the pine barrens in New Jersey, which is one of my favorite places to go looking for animals and hike. It's about an hour from my house. And I've donated to Pennsylvania's Herp Atlas for bog turtle preservation. It actually preserved habitat for them. They're a federally threatened species that without our help are just going to dwindle and basically go extinct. And this year I donated to Panthera, who they are very good at conserving land down in Central America, and I've fallen in love with Latin America these last few years, and anybody who saves land is okay with me. It might be Panthera that I stick with, but I want to do a little research and find a charity that I want to really support. That's important to me, and that's part of my mission, and that's helping somebody who's bigger than me that can get a lot more done than me. I'm taking the boys on a special North Carolina trip. We're looking for a rainbow snake. We've tried already 3 times and have failed, and I went one time with their sister and got one, so they're not happy. So that's actually happening next Monday. Like I said, Lily's birthday is in a few days, and every kid I take out on what I call a special birthday day, and I'll explain that to you real quick. I don't get the kids gifts I told them when they were young, you know, we'll do something special for your birthday, and it's not going to be a gift. It's going to be me and you doing something because, you know, I want you to remember on your 70th birthday that time you went with me to wherever and we did this, and I want it to be about experience. On your 70th birthday, you're not going to remember the video game I bought you. That's, you know, I'm always been more experience oriented than having stuff. So, you know, they get gifts from everybody else. They get gifts from their grandparents and from whatever. You know, I'm not the gift guy. I'm going to be the experienced father. So I'm planning Lily's birthday trip for this month still, and that'll happen. That's not a big deal because I never miss a birthday day. And then lastly, I'm going to map out a plan for my Fascinature website, which is my wildlife oriented website. I really want to grow that, and I think that's got a lot of potential. And if I concentrate on that and do that alongside my Wealth Trinity, once I got my Wealth Trinity kind of in a flow, I'll have Fascinature growing up along that, and that's really going to help me like attack my mission. So those are my goals, all here. At the end of the month, I will go through them and tell you where I succeeded, where I've fallen, and what I need to get better on. And you know, if we're tracking our progress, that's the way we're going to grow. Look forward to talking to you guys again. If you like these goals, these goal updates, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this. Guys, you know, think about doing the same thing for yourself because this has been so helpful. I've grown so much in the last few months doing this, whereas for years I was stagnant in my self-development. So have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.